Hello, this is Blair from Drain Doctor. We're just at number 6 Waripori Street in Waripori, flat 4. Basically just checking the whole drain of the whole complex. There are 4 flats. I have found this chamber, as you can see. I just lifted up this concrete lid right there. So there's a big chamber here for the sewer. So from this chamber I can go, so I can go upstream or downstream. So I'm just going to go upstream first, and that goes up towards around the back of the house. Let's quickly wipe the lens, sorry. Okay, so it's a bit clearer now. So that goes up towards the back of the house, and that's flat 4 right there, right where the green bin is. So we're just going to put the camera down, or up, sorry I should say. It's a concrete channel with 100mm earthenware inlet and outlet. So we're going to go upstream from this chamber, up towards unit 4. Basically I'll start the meterage again, just so it brings the start to count. So there'll be accurate measurement as well. So I'm just going to check the general condition of the pipe. Earthenware, which does sometimes get stress cracks, especially this age, and does tend to have tree roots grow through it as well, a lot of the joins, but we'll soon see if this one is one of the ones that is in good condition or bad condition. So after this I am going to do the stormwater as well, but after this one I'm going upstream here. I'll go right to the end of the line, and then I will go downstream all the way to the beacon trap. It looks like there has been a beacon trap in there before, so I'll go all the way to the trap. You can't get the camera around the trap, but then from there I will go down the main vent, because there is an existing hole in the main vent, so I'll go down there to the main. So we'll camera the entire sewer drain, and then I'll move on to the stormwater drain. Hopefully I can get into one of the downpipes. The one that I've looked at so far is sealed at the bottom, so you can't really get into it without cutting into it. But yeah, we'll soon see what we can do. Stop talking now, but if I do notice anything to note, I will talk again. Okay, so this here will be the end of the line. That there will be the coupling onto the toilet, and then the junction just there onto the right hand side, just as I come back a bit, will be the vent in behind unit 4. On the other side, close to the boundary fence, there is a vent going up the side of the house. 100mm cast iron, and that will be that there on the right hand side there. So I'm just going to pull that back now and then start recording downstream, but in general condition upstream looks pretty good. Okay, so as you can see there's a bit of toilet paper in the line. I am just going to quickly try and flush it down. Okay, so right here is the T-junction, or the inlet to the beacon trap. You can't get the camera around that trap there, but I can come in after the trap down the main vent where the existing hole is. But the general condition seems okay for its age. There are a couple of drops and minor dislodgements, but certain places it is holding water a little bit as well, but more than others. So the toilet paper will eventually start building up. What I'd recommend seeing this is probably fill up the bath every now and again, every week or so, cold water, and just let the whole bath out, and that will give it a good flush through. So any toilet paper that gets stuck on any of these joins, basically it'll move it along without it drying, backing up. So I'm just going to pull it back now. I'll record all the way back to here, and then I'll be going to quickly move the camera to the main vent and go from there down to the main. Okay, so we're just into the main vent, and hopefully we can go all the way down to the main from here, and hopefully the condition stays roughly the same. Oh. Heat this, it's not like that bend. Okay, so we're into the main drain now. We should see a Y junction coming up shortly, and the Y junction should basically be where the beacon comes in. Well, the line after the beacon, I should say. Okay, so right here, so this pipe's just the main vent, so this doesn't actually take any sewage, it only takes the air basically from the main, and that there is the Y junction after the beacon track, so straight, as soon as we get down here, we'll be into the main line. Okay, so right now we're in the main line, so I'm just going to camera from here down to the main hopefully. Okay, so as you can see here, it is broken at the top of that pipe there. There's a gap, and tree roots are starting to intrude through the sides. Someone has put a hole through the top of it before, as you can see there, and maybe them doing that has broken that as well. So they may not have known, or they may have, so they've just basically covered that up with concrete by the looks of it. That hole, bit of tin, and the concrete is over it. So definitely have had problems here before. But probably more due to just the drops in the pipe and just the pipe being quite old. So this drop here isn't the greatest either. So approximately 10 metres down, you do have a big gap there through the top. Tree roots are getting through, and the tree roots will continue to grow through there. Okay, so the camera lens just went a little bit blurry then, only because the cobwebs came over the top of the camera lens. Tree roots again, same tree just before it starts dropping down the bank. But what I'll do is I'll try and push it all the way to the council main and wash the camera head of the council main, so it should end up with water up over the lens and wipe some of those cobwebs off hopefully, and we'll get a real clear picture hopefully on the way back. Okay, so there's a crack at the top of the pipe there, to the right, straight crack going with the flow of the pipe, as you can see there. So that there could give way at any stage, but hopefully not. Get a little spider there. Another bit of a drop in the pipe, and this has been full at some stage. As you can see, there's quite a lot of stuff sitting there. on top of the pipe, so I don't even know if we will get to the council main because this could start going underwater shortly. Jesus, big drop here, and that's quite bad, that one there. As you can see, instead of being 100mm diameter, that's just dropped, and now it's about 60 to 70mm, so that's definitely not good. I don't even know if I get the camera through that. Okay, so I can't get the camera through that, so I don't know the condition from there on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run the hose, just so I can clean the camera so we get a good one on the way back, good recording. So I will mark this joint right here so we can tell you the depth as well, and possibly even give you a quote to repair it. So I'll be a little bit, there will be a couple of lines through the screen. That's just the sonde on the end of the locator. Hopefully it is. No, it's not going to be working. Okay, well I'm just going to wash the camera, pull it back out, and then I'll put the sonde down separately and get a depth, and that will be on the report and the invoice. And yeah, so I'm just going to wash the lens and pull the camera back out, and that'll be the end of the solar recording. Thank you. Okay, so that's about as clean as what we're going to get the camera lens. Does appear to be flowing okay at this point here, but it's hard to tell from here on. So I'm going to stop the hose now and then pull it back and hopefully get a clear recording on the way back, and it should be good. Okay, so that's the end of the recording. I am going to locate that drop in the pipe where it is quite bad, and do another mark up the top of the bank as well, probably about 8 metres down. I'll do that on the concrete, and I'll also mark it where it is broken as well in pink spray paint with a depth, and I'll take photos of that, and that will be on the invoice, and I'll also note it on my notes as well. Cool, this is Blair from Drain Doctor, thank you.